3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular mystery reading number 1049. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome, and thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. So the number 111 could be significant for somebody, which for me is a sign or a message about trusting yourself, your intuition, your inner voice, your inner compass. There could be something significant here about morality, or your morals, your values, and trusting in them. I do want to share that for me personally, a very strong value that I have is honesty. Something that I've had since I was very young. And, I didn't expect to become older and actually see how spiritually significant honesty and truth are. I am curious if the reason why it was a strong value is because I went to Sunday school as a child. If you don't know, that's a Christian thing. But I stopped being Christian or religious when I was in middle school due to some things that I was going through. And I do trust that everything happens for a reason. If you are trying to explore your faith, what you truly believe, what you truly trust is real, don't give up on that search for truth. Starting with interpreting the number 1049 itself, the first number, the number 1, is just confirmation of what we already talked about with 111. The number 0, it can be about patterns or cycles, repeating themes, signs. I keep wanting to try to say the word missions or missiles. I'm going to take that if it resonates, figuratively or literally. Maybe you're seeing repeating signs or patterns related to the military or war, or maybe even a significant soldier or a significant person who was or is involved in the military. There's definitely some patterns or themes, repeating patterns or themes worth paying attention to, no matter how this reading resonates for you. Patterns, I feel the universe is always trying to speak to us through patterns. So pay attention to the ones that stand out to you, of course, because you may not even notice the other patterns. I feel like there's a unique way that the universe communicates with all of us, and it depends on what we assign meaning to. The number 0 is also a reminder to know when to put yourself first before any other relationship in your life or journey. It feels like it could be important for someone to know when it's time to connect with yourself and your intuition, your thoughts, your perspective, your mindset, your feelings, and especially your beliefs for somebody. feel like I gotta sneeze. If you didn't already know it, when I sneeze during a reading, it can be a sign of blessings, good luck, your hard work paying off. The Wheel of Fortune tarot card might be significant for you. The number 4 is about your ancestors. And as soon as I said that, I saw the number 555, and I saw, I guess you could say, I had a vision of an index card that I have, that I made, that says ancestors on it, and it has a little speech bubble. The number 5 is about change and transformation, so I really feel strongly here that somebody's ancestors are coming through to bring awareness to or point out some significant changes going on at a foundational level in your familial or close personal relationships, or the way that you live, the way that you take care of yourself at a job. Anything connected to your sense of stability, safety, and security. It feels like there are some significant changes related to that to help you feel more safe, secure, and stable. Your relationships, to help them feel that way, or anything else outside of yourself that you are connected to. I don't know if I said it. I know I said that number 4 is about ancestors, but it's also about stability. I know I just said, I talked about stability, but always I interpret the number 4 as ancestors and stability on every level. So there could be significant changes that you're making within yourself or in your reality to create more stability. And this is confirmation that, I guess, that you're doing the right thing. And, to help you feel more confident, to trust yourself more and believe in yourself more. Which I feel is very relevant to what we talked about in the beginning. About trusting yourself and your intuition, your inner compass, doing what you truly feel does. Doing what you truly feel is right. Your morals, your moral values are important. They do matter. And I personally believe that there are more people in this world who have morals, who value honesty, than those who don't. And of course, there may be some people who have a bit of cognitive dissonance, but I guess I'll put more focus on just the fact that I believe that most people do have morals. Maybe not everybody values honesty as much as I do, or maybe as you do. But like I said, I do believe that there are more people with values than those who don't, and you are so far from alone. Number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. I really feel strongly here that you are making a sense of purpose, out of meaning. And I just want you to know that it does mean something. And sometimes you get to decide. Sometimes it's something that the universe shows you. Or whatever higher power you believe in. Just not only trust in your own morals, but also in your sense of purpose. And the changes that you are making to not only make your own life better, your own, to really respect your own well-being, but also that of the collective. I don't care how many people are on this planet, you do matter. And there could even be, an ancestor coming through to want to reinforce that message, that just because you are one of many, that doesn't mean that you're any less valuable. We are all so deeply connected, and because of that, we will always have an impact, and we Just get to decide if that impact is going to be negative or positive, if it's going to bring more light or darkness into this world, into human life. Someone here could be struggling to use their voice. Maybe something is blocking your throat chakra, or just holding you back from expressing yourself authentically. And that's either a combination or a call for you to look deeper into that, or both, to see what it means, what's going on. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 4 is 5, plus 9 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. It's confirmation of change and transformation. It feels like confirmation that, actually it feels like encouragement and confirmation for you to keep embracing positive change, because it does mean something. And it does matter. I don't know if you heard that, but I just burped. I did eat a little bit before I started recording this video, but yeah. I really can't say it enough when I say the changes that you are making, inside and out, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You are contributing to something so much greater and so much bigger than you, and there are so many people in the world doing the same exact thing, fighting for the same cause. So just don't give up. Alright, so I am going to move into the cards, starting with the Magical Dogs Tarot. These are actually just Major Arcana cards that I'm going to pull from. If you don't already know, Major Arcana cards are more like the bigger picture in a reading. They're cards that signify the bigger picture, more long-term goals or ideas. And there are also Minor Arcana cards that are more just about the details and more immediate short-term goals or ideas. So let's go ahead and see what Major Arcana, what major theme is important to talk about for you. Wow. This card is called the Trickster, which is the devil in tarot. I just saw the number 321, which is a sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason, and I will let you take that message however you will, however you feel called, instead of, really spending too much time interpreting it. But the devil card here, or the Trickster in this deck, it has the number 15 on it. 1 plus 5 is 6. And the number 6 is about a choice between self-love and self-destruction. I feel like you're already making the choice, the commitment to self-love instead of self-destruction. Especially because the devil in reverse is about freeing yourself. Really, really finding freedom, especially psychologically and spiritually. In reverse, it feels like for me, it's about finding peace. Successfully finding peace or closure. You can see the number 432, another sign of trust. Everything happens for a reason. There could be a person or a situation that you are freeing yourself from, and I saw the number 444. Well, somebody's ancestors are definitely here, very much here, and wanting to talk about some significant, powerful, important, literally life-changing changes that you are making at a foundational level, at home, in your own mind, heart, and soul, maybe at work, anything that has to do with your sense of safety, security, and stability. I do believe that creating more stability within yourself, the way that you think, feel, and believe, it does create more stability in your life, and you deserve that. You deserve to have more peace and less chaos inside and out, and this reading feels like it's here to confirm your desire to free yourself from that. I'm going to move into drawing a couple of cards from these playing cards. Just one second. Okay. So these playing cards are more reflective of minor arcana cards, as I talked about and explained before. Except there are no pages. For any of you who are familiar with tarot cards, there's no pages because in playing cards you only have king, queen, jack, instead of page, knight, queen, and king. Chess could be a significant game for somebody, whether it's literally or figuratively. Literally or figuratively checkmating somebody who has a big ego, who thinks they have a lot of power. Let's go ahead now. Let's see which is the first one. Okay. So I have the 10 of Clubs, or the 10 of Wands, and it says accomplished goal. In the reverse, it says stressed and lost, but I did pull it out this way with accomplished goal. It feels like this accomplished goal is about successfully releasing some sort of burden that weighs on you emotionally, just psychologically in general. Really makes you question your worth on an existential level. And unfortunately, a lot of us really do know what that feels like. It's so easy to want to be mad at the universe. But I'm a strong believer in free will. And I trust that the universe made things the way that they are for a reason. Number 10 is it's about a message about your spirit guides being near. In this case, your ancestors in particular want to make their presence known, but I do think generally speaking, the spirit realm wants to connect more with you. I'm thinking of a message about they're like knocking at your door. Let's go ahead and draw out the second playing card. I have the Four of Spades, which is the Four of Swords, and it says thoughtful. On the other side, it says stressed. You really could be dealing with stress, and it's really important for you to find a healthy way to cope with it. I feel like your ancestors in particular are encouraging you to find a healthy way to cope with it. Because if you want to reach your goals physically, like in this reality, you first have to prioritize your mental, emotional, and spiritual goals. Actually, the Four of Swords is about rest and contemplation. And I really encourage you to spend more time doing that. And if you already are doing it, this is confirmation to keep doing that, to keep intentionally contemplating, resting, thinking, and changing. I'm going to finish up this reading by drawing out one last card from these index cards to kind of see what really needs to stand out, or how to, sum up this reading for you. card just flew on the floor. Give me a second while I grab that. So I have a card that says the sun, yellow, and solar plexus. I guess we'll just put that there. Well, I don't really want to cover it up, I guess. It don't have to be perfect, so that right there is good enough. So, this could be a very clear message that a chakra that you might want to, try to better understand or connect more with is your solar plexus chakra. It may be important for somebody to find a healthier way to express their passion, their anger, their intense feelings that makes them want to be a little bit destructive. I don't think destruction is always a bad thing, because I do believe that sometimes you have to break things down and to make space to build something new. Especially when you think about foundations. You could feel called to connect with the sun more. I do have a big sun on this table, and there's also the moon right there. With the focus on the sun, it really does feel like there is something important for you to see or to be revealed to you. Something important, I feel, or many important things need to be and can be revealed to you. Really, I really feel there's something that the universe, your spirit guides, your ancestors in particular, want you to see. And the only way to see it is to stay focused on your long-term goals, psychologically, spiritually, and physically. Rest, contemplate, reflect when you need to, and to keep searching for the freedom that you deserve from an oppressive relationship or situation in your life. There's answers that you need, and it feels like answers in direction, and it feels like how I've guided you in this reading is how you are going to find those answers, the direction, the light that you need.